Welcome to Southern California Prep Insider. I am Tommy Morris.
And I'm Katie Austin, and we are standing here at Calabasas High, ready for another game day, but hopefully it doesn't rain.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any lightning or rain this week. We've got Calabasas, Oaks Christian, two top 10 teams in the Southern section. Should be a good one.
Yes, but first things first, like always, we got to throw it to our first top recruit, so it's over at Beverly at Long Beach Poly.
I'm here with Alex Austin, DB and wide receiver for Poly. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
First off, congratulations on committing to Oregon State.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
What made the Beavers the right choice for you?
Just felt like home. You know, they have a good education program, and I want to major in business. So the business program up there is great, and the coaching staff is great. I just liked it. It felt like home.
How would you describe your playing style?
I'm a long corner, so I'm good in the press man with my long arms, and I play like a dog.
How would your teammates describe you?
Hardworking, dedicated, and just all for the team.
How would you assess your performance this season for Poly?
I think I've been playing great, playing both sides of the ball, just trying to make plays for my team to get the win.
Do you have a team nickname?
They call me Double A.
How do you prepare for a game?
I just like to put my music in and get my mind right, and then pregame just like to get turned up.
To what song?
It had to be some NBA Youngboy, probably Gravity or GG.
Who is your football role model?
Jalen Ramsey. I like to play like Jalen Ramsey. That's my favorite DB. So
How would your coach describe you?
hardworking, dedicated, and all for the team, and always just a great guy overall.
What are you most excited about for Oregon State?
I'm excited to just get up there and ready for college. I want to go up there and play, so got to go out there and have my mind right, be ready to grind and just ball out.
What are your goals for the postseason?
Just working out nonstop, can't stop. Just got to keep working so that I'm ready for when I do get to the next level.
Why are you a Niners fan?
I just grew up liking them. I can't really explain it. I just like the Niners, man. We kind of bad right now, but we're going to pick it up.
How would you describe the brotherhood here at Poly?
The brotherhood is great, you know, especially the ones that's been here since freshman year. We all came up together, and we just still here trying to grind and just have fun.
What does it mean to be a Jackrabbit?
It means a lot, you know, especially in the community. They look up to you, the young guys look up to you, so you got to do nothing but be a role model and just show them the right way.
Thank you so much, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Beverly, and now it's time for our second quarter top recruit.
Bishop Amat, Connor Morissette, take it away.
I'm here at Bishop Amat High with cornerback Devin Jarvis. Devin, you guys are 8-1 so far this year, off to a really great start, and you're continuing that hot start, doing well midseason. What do you attribute that success to?
I attribute to my offense, my defense working together, making sure that we have a good, solid run game and pass game, making sure that we're able to do what we got to do to win. And shout out to SBMA, all my friends, making sure that we're doing what we got to do, and defense just doing what we got to do to make sure that we maintain a good lead for our offense.
It's early in the week, but you have Alamany coming up this week. What's the preparation been like for them?
For Alamany, they're a good team, they're a good squad, so we always got to make sure we do what we got to do to do our job and to make sure that we come out with a victory. But, you know, it's going to be a hard preparation week because they do so many good things and so many good screens and stuff like that, so we just got to maintain what we got to do.
Amat is undefeated in the Mission League. You guys have technically clinched the Mission League, so congratulations. What does that mean to you, winning league as a senior?
As a senior, you know, coming into my sophomore and junior year, I don't think we won our Mission League at all. So, just my senior leaving with Bishop being the Mission League titles is really good, having a good accomplishment. But our bigger goal is playoffs, making sure we do go deep in playoffs and stuff like that. So, just making coaches proud.
You guys are on a big winning streak, and you're doing really great, as I've mentioned. Is there anything you want to improve on, though, heading into the playoffs?
I want to improve on making sure I got better angles on my tackles and doing stuff like that, reading keys better, getting hands on people, being more aggressive towards people that I go against. So, you know, I wasn't really physical in my sophomore and junior year, but that's something I had to learn throughout the process of being a free safety and being coached by one of the best coaches in high school, Coach DeFury. So that's what I learned. That's what I'm working on right now, too.
You mentioned Coach DeFury, Coach Haggerty, the head coach. It's a great group here.
Yeah.
How have they helped mold you to become a D1 athlete?
So Coach D has always been hard on me during my sophomore and junior year, being on varsity, making sure that I push myself, becoming the best. And Coach Haggerty just making sure that I'm a good leader and a good teammate to everybody inside the locker room and throughout the locker room. So, yeah, outside of school and stuff like that. So. Just becoming like that, I've been, I think, a good, solid leader for my team and pushing us in the right direction.
You're committed to Fresno State. Why'd you make that decision?
Fresno State felt like right at home. Me and my dad took the visit up there. It was a good drive, cool. Coaching staff's amazing. Nowhere else you could be that felt as awesome like that. Fresno's just something that you can't really miss, and they're doing really good right now. I think we're 6-1, so the defense is doing what we got to do, and I want to be a part of that defense.
You're being recruited as a defensive back. You play both ways for Bishop Amat. Are you going to miss playing offense when you get to college?
It's cool. Playing offense was cool in high school, but in college, I think the side of the ball that I'll improve most on and help the team out would be defense. So yeah, I love being on defense too. I get to keep people not being hit. Yeah.
Who do you credit for preparing you to become a Division I athlete?
I credit my dad, my mom, my parents, my aunts, uncles, all of them, because they always helped me throughout my time period of being a young adult and a young athlete. So I also want to thank TNT, a workouts place that you guys got to go to, San Dimas, and my friends, SCPI. We always have to work out together and stuff like that. So that's what we got to do.
Devin, do you have a favorite memory from your time at Bishop Amat?
My favorite memory was this year against JSA. Even though we lost by 1, it just showed that we had a good mandatory thing like we could do. Like we could prove to everybody in the nation that we're really good and we're really solid. We only lost to them by 1, so that's what we got to do.
Devin, final question for you. What's it going to take for this team to make a deep run in the D1 playoffs?
Making a deep run in the playoffs is just keep doing what defense is doing and keep offense what they were doing. So if offense is struggling, defense has to piggyback on them, give them extra help. And if defense is struggling, offense has to pick it up on their side. So, we always have to work together as a unit. So that's what we got to do for Bishop.
That's Devin Jarvis, a defensive back here at Bishop Amat. Devin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Connor. Tommy, where are we headed next?
We're going to go to Cajon with Jessica Lucero, who's with one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the Southern section.
What's up, guys? Jessica here with Jaden Daniels, quarterback here at Cajon. Now, Jaden, you are a senior now. You were a starting freshman here all the way up to senior year. What has it been like to sort of take on that leadership role that you've now built up as a captain here?
It feels good just learning from the guys in the past. I give a shout out like my freshman year, Elijah, Lilly, all them playing at the next level. They took me under their wing and it just keep growing each year and embrace it.
Now, just a couple games ago, you went out there and you broke a county record. Can you talk a little bit about what that experience was like?
Just thank God for it, blessing me, come out here every Friday, be healthy. Thank my O-line through all the years. Thank all the receivers, everybody, the coaches that just put me in the right position and helped me get to that goal.
Now, heading into your freshman year here, did you expect all the success that you now have?
I didn't. I just thought that I'd just come here my freshman year, play JV or freshman. Then it just happened. The quarterback got hurt, and then I just threw in and just ran with it.
And it all worked out from there. Now here you are. You are down to your final 8 offers of what you're choosing from. What is it going to take in order for you to decide which one of those 8 that you want to call home for the next couple years?
The fit, education, going where I feel I could live at, and it's just life after football, see what they could do for me.
Now, playing here at Cajon, you guys have a lot of really tough competition out there. What do you do in order to really prepare for those high-pressure situations?
Just stay calm and focused. That's all you have to do in a situation like that. You just got to be focused and stay calm and just play your game.
Now, I was talking to your mom a little bit beforehand. She's out there at your practices. She's very supportive of yourself. What is it like to have such a strong support system out there?
It's real good. I think her and my dad actually coach out here too. So both of them, my cousin, I consider my big brother's always out here. Everybody always come out and support at Cajon, just helping out, and then just helping me get to the goal and keeping me focused and staying close to God.
Now, when you suit up and step on the field each and every Friday, what is it that really motivates you to make each game better than your last?
Just the goal, winning state. That's what motivates me. Also, just doing it for San Bernardino. Not too many people have this opportunity to come out here every Friday and play in front of a sold-out crowd almost every game. So it just come out here doing it. It's bigger than us, but we know that we're playing for Cajon High School and we're playing for San Bernardino.
Now, taking it back to last year, 2017, Cajon made it very far, Division IV CIF champions. Then you went out there and state comes around and you guys unfortunately took a loss. Now, you talked about in an article with the SB Sun, you talked about how you never want to feel that hurt again. What is it going to take in order for you guys to go out there and not feel that hurt once again this year?
Just coming together and play as a team these next couple weeks and just staying focused. We know that we could beat ourselves. Just how we did in state, we beat ourselves. So it's just staying focused and just coming together as a team and playing for one another.
Now, to have a little bit of fun for a second, what is it that you go out there and you have the same meal before every Friday night game? What is that meal?
It's a Subway sandwich every Friday. It's the same thing. It never change up.
Is it the same meat, same everything on it? What is it? What's your order?
Turkey, American cheese, lettuce, pickles, onions, salt and pepper, mustard, and oil.
Oh, can't forget that.
And the jalapeno chips and the Gatorade.
Oh, perfect right there. I like that order. I'll take 2. Anyways, now you're going to go to play college ball next year. Well, how do you want to be remembered when you leave Cajon?
I want to be remembered as somebody that came in and changed the program, change it for the better, and just every time we're a powerhouse now in the future. So I want to be remembered as that.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to watching you.
Thank you.
That's all for this Top Recruit.
Great job, Jessica. Katie, who is next?
Last but not least is Christian down south in San Diego for this Top Recruit.
Thank you very much. I'm down at Point Loma High School, joined by J.L. Skinner. He's an athlete. That's just the new hip position for when you have a kid that is so good, he has to kind of do a little bit of everything. Have you kicked yet?
No, I haven't kicked yet. No.
Okay, so that's still on the agenda. Maybe
Yeah,
we can get that in
agenda.
for senior night.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I know you're listening right now. Do you want a PAT or do you want a kickoff?
Probably do a kickoff, like a little onside kick. I feel like I'll do good at that.
Okay, there we go. Look, like I've said, this guy does a lot. He's listed as an athlete. He's gotten a lot of college interests. So let's start with now, and then we'll talk about college in a little bit. It's your senior year. You are the big man on campus. What has it been like, playing this senior year?
It's been real fun, just being as highly recruited as I am, people just try and bring extra attention, but I just try and block it out, stay with the people I've been with throughout high school. It's been a fun year, especially with like some of the guys, my senior guys this year. It's been real fun because we've just been bonding, having fun with this year because it is our last year together. So,
what has it been like having colleges come knocking? Because that's what every kid dreams of.
It's just a blessing to even be in this position because, it's rare for some student athletes to even be in this position. So, I don't try and take it for granted. I'm grateful for everything. Even if it was just one offer, I'd still be as grateful as I am having 16,
What do you think the legacy is going to be of this senior class?
So we got knocked down into D2 now. That was a big surprise to us because last year we had a pretty good season. We knocked off Cathedral and stuff. So we got knocked down into D2, but I think this year we're going to bring back a championship to the school. That's going to be our legacy right there, and that'll speak for itself because, I have respect for all the teams in D2, but every team we played in D2 right now we've handled, and we just want to continue to bring that on into the playoffs. And, if something happens to where we don't bring out the victory, but we're going to know that we're going to leave a legacy at the school based on how we play and how we always fight no matter what.
So he's got this ice. He's now looking for this ice, is what it seems to be is the message about it. His name is J.L. Skinner. He's one of the best athletes in Southern California. Wherever he lands next year, at what position.
So that's a wrap on this week's episode of Just Top Recruits. Have no fear, we have a lot more athletes.
That's right. That's why I have a watch list. Let's see who's on it this week.
Welcome to this week's Watch List. I'm Beverly Pham, Southern Section correspondent for Southern California Prep Insider. This week we're highlighting 3 boys water polo athletes from around the Southern Section that you should be keeping an eye on. First up, we have Stefan Vavich from Loyola High School. The senior water polo player is headed to the USC Trojans following his 3 siblings' footsteps. Stefan has been playing water polo for 11 years, with 4 of them on varsity for the Cubs. His strengths include being a quick thinker and his ability to adapt to the game situation on both sides of the ball. He's been honored with 3rd team All-CIF Division I in 2016 and 2017, 1st team All-League in 2016, 3rd team All-League in 2017, and All-American from 2014 to 2016. Next, we have Ian Minsterman from Mater Dei High School. Ian is committed to Cal because of the championship-winning water polo program and high academics. He's played water polo for 13 years, with 4 of them on varsity for Mater Dei, where he was a part of the Monarch CIF Division I championships in 2015 and 2017, in addition to a 2017 Southern California Regional CIF Championship. Ian's strengths are his leadership and commitment, which have culminated in 2017 Trinity League First Team and CIF First Team honors. That concludes our watch list segment this week. If you'd like to nominate a player or yourself, DM me on Twitter at BeverlyFam or shoot an email to beverly@scprepinsider.com. Thanks for watching and see you next week.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. The sub above difference is options. Go ahead and take a moment to feast your eyes on our fresh grilled chicken cheesesteaks. Okay, time's up. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
Welcome back to Southern California Prep Insider. Before we get into the game day excitement, we are going to show our next segment of Building Character.
High school football can signify many things to athletes that partake in the intense sport. It can mean a chance to take your skill to the next level with a scholarship. It can even be a chance to represent your city and compete for championships. But for Toby Kiendra, football was about much more than that.
Toby's our boy. He is our 17-year-old bear, as my wife, his mother, calls him. He makes us smile, but is just a special man to us, and I could see how much he's at times just has a great way of just reaching out to others.
For Toby, football was the gateway that encouraged him to interact with other students and coaches when his autism held him back from previously doing so.
I like it when I play football. His head caseworker said he would like to give him a more of a high school type experience to get a more social interaction. And she goes, well, let me talk to the coach about, Coach Turner, about, maybe helping out with the football team.
And, they said, well, Toby's, one of our special ed students. And, how do you feel about that? I was like, oh, well, we have special ed students, on the team all the time, so it's not going to be an issue at all. And it goes, well, he has a monitor, kind of hangs out with him a little bit. You pose to that. I was like, look, he comes out, however far, they want to take it, if he has the ability to play, we'll see, if he can play. If not, it's always fun to see, the kids go out there and run and be a part of the team. So there was no question, about, anything of him playing or not.
We thought that he might be filling up water bottles and moving gear around, and then, when the summer started, Coach Rich brought a soft helmet out here, and then the pads showed up, and then the hard helmet, and then they gave him a varsity jersey and such. It was like, this was amazing.
Toby has a great relationship with everybody on the team. Everybody loves him, and his positivity and what he brings to us is just infectious.
My relationship with Toby, it's like more of like a, I want to say friendship, but more like a brotherhood, because one, he's part of the football team, and two, he's just very, very, very special kid to me.
Just like any junior and senior entering their final years in high school, Toby has even been able to go on unofficial school visits, not just to any school, but to San Diego State, his father's favorite university.
my wife and I and Toby all went down there together with Coach Venegas and Sua, and I'll be honest with you, I might have been more excited than he was.
He enjoyed it. I saw him laugh, I saw him smile. Right when he put on the SDSU jersey, a big smile came on his face.
One of the highlights of Toby's high school football career was when this defensive lineman was placed at running back and took it to the house. First in a scrimmage against Vista Del Lago.
The first time Toby actually carried the ball and scored was our scrimmage last year. And the great part about this story was there was two teams that were fighting with each other, like literally fighting. And when we put Toby in against another team and he ran his touchdown, everybody came together on the field afterwards to congratulate him, and it was just a calm mood afterwards. And that's kind of what he gives everybody. It was awesome. It was a great moment.
Then Toby went out there once again. This time, it was the real deal against Etowanda.
Etowanda came over, first-class program, and me and Coach are sitting next to each other, and they gave Toby the ball, and both teams are running into the end zone.
He ran all the way to the touchdown, and right when he got there, dropped the ball, had his ears covered, and went straight back to his dad.
Anytime Toby does something to us and with this team, it's just heartwarming, and because you see the whole genuine happiness that's happening out here, and to watch them in a game, you hear the cheerleaders shouting his name, you hear the parents shouting his name, you see him running, it's just heartwarming, and to see the reaction from all the team and everyone else, crowding around him, fantastic.
As Toby enters his senior year and beyond, his impact on Murrieta Mesa will continue to grow both on and off the field. His touchdowns will bring more teams together, and he will always be a Mesa Ram. For Southern California Prep Insider, I'm Jessica Lucero.
Thank you so much, Alex. If you guys need more content just like that, podcasts, top recruits, interviews, highlights, Tommy, where can they find all that?
You can go to scprepinsider.com, also at scprepinsider SS for Southern Section, SD Prep Insider for San Diego, all those things Katie mentioned. Social media, that's Twitter, Instagram. It's really cool. You should check it out. There's also this segment here called Advice from a Pro.
So what advice would you give to a high school football player?
The main thing would just be work hard, do stuff when none of the coaches are watching, put in that extra work is kind of the main thing I kind of did when I was younger to, kind of separate myself. It's just when no one's looking, that extra stuff that you do.
And how important is balancing schoolwork with football?
It's big. It's in high school it's kind of easier. Once you get to college it gets tougher, but in high school it's just, take care of the schoolwork, and then you're able to have all that free time to do whatever you want as far as getting better at the sport. So it goes right hand in hand, so it's big.
Yeah, speaking of college, what advice would you give to an aspiring football player wanting to play at the next level?
Just like I said, it's like the hard work. Once you get there, you can't stop there. You got to keep building those goals and just keep attacking it.
The sum above difference is options. Go ahead and take a moment to feast your eyes on our fresh grilled chicken cheesesteaks. Okay, time's up. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Katie, the coin toss is happening right behind us, which means it's almost time for what?
Game day. Oaks Christian at Calabasas High. I am ready. The bleachers just got filled up, and I think it is time.
Should we do it?
Let's do it. I am here with Allie and Lily, two of the Song Pom girls from Oaks Christian High School. First off, you guys don't call yourself cheerleaders, you call yourself Song Pom, so what does that mean?
Song is like a mixture of dance and cheer, but mostly dance, but it's like a jazz kind of like vibe to it, so it's really good.
What is your favorite part about being on the Song Pom team?
I love our team, we're all super close, and I love being able to like get the crowd going and have a good time on the field.
So speaking of getting the crowd going, what's your favorite cheer to get the crowd going? You want to show it to me? Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm here with Jesse, the assembly member for the state of California, the city of Calabasas. Is that correct?
That's correct. For the
All right.
45th Assembly District.
Wow, very, very big time. And what brings you out to the game tonight?
Well, I think there's a bunch of guys on this field tonight that are going to play in the NFL. This is an incredible game. It's an incredible chance for Calabasas to step up and choke and play with a D1 team, so I had to be here.
Awesome. And any favorite team tonight?
I am very biased, and I think the Coyotes are going to win tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And you're actually a football player yourself?
I played back in high school. I played at Oak Park High School, so I played on this field about 20 years ago.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jesse. What's up, you guys? I am here with Jalen, and his friends nominated him as the Jersey Mike's fan of the game. So what makes you the best fan?
I support my team no matter what. They're going to do good, and if they do bad, that's what. I'm going to cheer them up all the time.
Do you come to every single game?
I come to every game. I never miss one game.
And how do you support your team?
I cheer from the heart. I make sure they get their mindset right. I do everything for them. I love them. Those are my brothers.
And so your friends beforehand, I said, who here's the biggest fan? And your friends nominated you. Why did they nominate you for the Jersey Mike's fan of the game?
Because I'm the only one that always cheers the loudest for my brothers. They are my ride or dies, and I will do anything for them.
All right, you guys, that is a wrap on this week's episode of Southern California Prep Insider. I'm Katie Austin.
And I am Tommy Morris for the whole SCPI staff. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week.